Adjectives are words that describe or modify other words, making your writing and speaking much more specific, and a whole lot more interesting. Words like small, blue, and sharp are descriptive, and they are all examples of adjectives. Because adjectives are used to identify or quantify individual people and unique things, they are usually positioned before the noun or pronoun that they modify. Some sentences contain multiple adjectives. Este día ay conversa iyo mga Chavacano adjectives. Mientras tiene mga adjectives solo palabra lang, tiene también mga más de uno palabra na Chavacano. Adjectives used as nouns are always in the plural form el mga plus adjective when this represents person. Example is when saying, el mga flojo nunca tener buen éxito na vida. El mga plus adjective. When it represents abstract qualities, it's always in its singular form. Example, el mentira ta habla mga gente amo mismo ta destroza kanila. El verdad ay libra contigo. Adjectives in the comparative degree uses mas, which means more, while the con todo, which means most in the superlative degree. Example, mas bonita si Ana con Lorna. Si Ana el de con todo bonita na mga kandidata. De con todo is used with the basic form of the adjective in the superlative degree. Example, si Crishal de con todo bonita na kumpanya. Estel de con todo corto lapis ya encontrayo. Aside from the use of de con todo and de con todo mas, Chavacano also have superlative expressions with plural manifestation. It uses mga. We have kada uno de mga and uno de mga. Kada uno de mga joven corredor ya recibi medalya. Uno de mga alto animal na zoo el giraffe. Descriptive adjectives describe the characteristics of the noun. These are basically adjectives which we use to describe anything like opinion, personality or emotion, sound, taste, touch, size and weight, smell, temperature, age, and distance. These adjectives are normally put directly before the noun or pronoun it modifies, but is also commonly used in any of the following: directly after the noun or pronoun it modifies, directly before the article or possessive pronoun, directly after the adverbs describing it. Example, alboroto el radio adentro casa, or el radio alboroto adentro casa. In both sentences, alboroto is our adjective modifying radio. In the first sentence, the adjective appears before the article el plus the noun it modifies, while the second sentence, it appears after the noun. Let's look at additional examples. Bien triste na otro país. In this example, triste, which means sad, is our adjective, and it appears after the adverb bien. Here are sentences where the adjective appears before the noun it modifies. Tiene si Charlene azul camiseta. Here, azul is our adjective modifying camiseta. Con un pesaw cara ya sale si Bonnie na kwarto. In this one, pesaw is our adjective and the noun is cara. Here are sample descriptive adjectives that are common in the language. The first of the descriptive adjective is describing opinion. We have buen or bueno. Este día, un buen día para cantar. So here, you can see it appears before the noun día, it modifies. Next is bonita. Bonita di suyo anak. In this example, bonita appears before a possessive pronoun de suyo. By the way, you can catch our possessive pronoun episode by clicking the link above. Next will be salaw. Here are two different sentences with the same adjective appearing in two different locations. Salaw el caldo ya kusi sa Romel. Here, it appears before the article el. El salaw caldo ya kusi sa Romel. While in this one, it appears before the noun caldo. The second one is adjective describing personality or emotion. One, we have alegre. Bien alegre yo kaya ganatu na kompetisyon. Or, iyo bien alegre kaya ganatu na kompetisyon. In the first example, alegre appears before the noun iyo. In the second example, it appears after the adverb bien. Next is triste. Triste de suyo tata por causa perde na galyera. Here, triste appears before the possessive pronoun de suyo. We can also say triste after the noun tata, like de suyo tata triste por causa perde na galyera. The next adjective is describing sound. First, we have suena. Bien suena el radio na garaje. Here, it appears before the article el. Or, el radio bien suena na garaje. In this one, it appears after the adverb bien. Next is silencio. Silencio de su hermana cuando llega kami. Or, de su hermana silencio cuando llega kami. In the first example, silencio appears before the possessive pronoun de suyo, while the second one, it appears after the noun hermana. The following adjective will help us describe taste. Adjectives here are basically the four basic tastes in English. We have dulce, salaw, mapait, agrio. Example, tiene dulce manzanas na vende na tienda di Carol. Here, it appears before the noun. Mapait el cafe ya templa si Frankie. This one appears before the article. Lelevayo agrio sampalok desde Zamboanga. Sour appears before the noun. Mga salaw komida malo para na salud. Here, it appears before the noun. Let's move on to adjectives describing touch. We have blando. Mas na preferiyo blando almohada para na mi cabeza. Duro. Ventahe tiene mga duro piedra na casa. Both adjectives appears before the nouns almohada and piedra. The following are adjectives that will help us describe size and weight. Grande. Piedra grande yakabatira na agujero. Or, yakabatira grande piedra na agujero. In the first one, grande appears after the noun while it appears before the noun on the second sentence. Both sentences have the same meaning. Diutay or pequeño. Just a note, when we use pequeño, there's no gender specific on this one, unlike in Spanish where pequeña is also used. Ya encontrayo diutay tijeras na kabinet. Ya encontrayo tijeras diutay na kabinet. Diutay tijeras yo ya encontra na kabinet. All of which have the same meaning. In the first and third example, our adjective appears before the noun, and in the second example, it appears after the noun. Pesaw. Ayuda con Ronel kay el bagahe pesaw. In this example, pesaw appeared after the noun. Pesaw el bagahe talyeva si Ronel. Here, it appears before the article el. Libyano. Pabor karga el mga kahon libyano para na kwarto. Or, pabor karga el mga libyano kahon para na kwarto. Chavacano is using kahon to mean box. In the first example, our adjective libyano came after the noun, while it came before the noun on the second example. The following are adjectives describing smell. The first in our list is oloroso. Oloroso el flores le lleva si Marco. Next, we have quemao. Olor quemao metal el taulillo. Next, we have yede. Generally, it is used to everything that doesn't smell good. To name a few, it could mean foul smell, stinks, or smells bad. Ejemplo, yede el CR cuando usa si Marvin. Here, yede appears before the article el. Aire hiede el causa del suspension del clase. Here, it appears after the noun aire. The following are adjectives describing temperature. We have caliente, caliente el sol. The next one is frío, frío el agua ta corre na río. In both sentences, our adjectives caliente and frío appears before the article el. Let's check this other example. Saka el Pepsi frío na ref. In this example, it appears after the noun Pepsi. These are adjectives that will help us describe age. The first one is viejo or vieja. This will be gender specific when referring to persons. When referring to non-persons, viejo is commonly used. El mga manga, viejo ya estaba con Ruby. When using it to persons like, there is an old woman at the gate, we simply say, tiene un vieja na puerta. Next, we have joven. Mas manada joven artista aura contra del antes. Here, joven appears before the noun. Next is moderno. Moderno al aeropuerto na Singapore. Here, it appears before the article el. Here are some adjectives describing distance. Lejos. Lejos el casa de Francis na pueblo. Cerca. Cerca al katedral na Fort Pilar. Largo. Tela largo el necesita para hacer el vestida. Corto. Corto el paciencia de Raquel contra con Julio. The following are adjectives describing color. Since there are a lot of colors, we'll look into the common ones. We have verde. Manada verde siembra alrededor de casa. Azul. Ya despertayo na azul cielo. Colorao. Colorao el coche de Marco. Negro. Ya llevale negro pantalon para usar luego. Blanco or blanca will be gender specific when referring to person. When referring a non-person, we will use blanco. Blanco el papel na manda lleva mañana. Blanca de su anak contra con ele. Let's look at adjectives describing time. We have temprano. Temprano el misa ya acaba anoche. Último. Último semana de vacación este de mío. Next, we have primero. Este de su primero día de trabajo. Or you can also say, este de su primer día na trabajo. De noche. De noche el llegada del barco estaba vacilan. Finally, these are adjectives that will help us describe quantity. Adjectives describing quantity are often placed before the noun it modifies. Example, poco. Tiene poco vinagre na bote. Manada. Tiene manada pero afuera del casa. No hay. No hay gente na cuarto. No hay más gente na cuarto. Varios. Tiene varios comida na mesa. Todo. Todo kita ay munta jeep. There are still a lot of descriptive adjectives being used every day, not covered in this video. Let me know if any adjectives you want to know in Chavacano through the comments below. To learn more of this great language, check out these videos on the left. Oh, did I mention that we will be talking about telling weather next time? Consider subscribing and keep going back to Vamos Media for more videos.